All right, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, we're talking about Fox Body restoration, and in particular, this is the lower dash trim, or what a lot of us refer to as the knee panel, just because of the location of where it's at on the car, for the 1990 to 1993 Mustangs. So what we'll go ahead and say off the bat is if you own an 87 to 89 Fox Body and you're watching this and you're like, hey, what about us? Well, we already have the lower dash trim and the knee panel for those cars. I'll leave a link to it down in the video description for you to check out. But this particular lower dash trim, this is going to be a factory reproduction of the original. And what we mean by that is it's going to have factory dimensions and tolerances, factory grain and texture, and basically everything associated with an original part is going to be carried over to this particular piece. Here on the face or the frontward side of your lower dash trim will be the factory grain and texture, and then the factory style rubber seal that also has that correct texture. This seal is attached to the lower dash trim with star lock or push on retainers, whatever you want to refer to them as. Also on the back side, you'll notice the factory style clips that get positioned into the metal reinforcement plate. There on the lower dash, the rubber pads or isolators, whatever you want to refer to them as, to prevent plastic on metal contact, and then kind of the lonesome standoff here on the left-hand side of the dash panel as you're looking at it if it was installed into the car. And then here at the bottom will be your three provisions where the screws pass through to secure this to the lower portion of the dash frame. As far as finishes go, we will have a black finish and then what we refer to as a neutral or paintable gray finish. The black finish is going to be for cars that are originally equipped with black interior, or for any of you out there that will be converting to a black interior. Even though it is molded in the correct finish, depending on the age, condition, name your variable and scenario as to why finishes won't match, it's still going to come down to the surrounding areas in the car. So just always keep that in mind with interior plastics and interior finishes. All right, so switching gears over here to the neutral or paintable gray finish. This will obviously be for any of you out there that won't have black interior. This piece will be prepped and painted to the interior color that is in your car using the LMR interior finishes. I'll leave a link to the category for you to scroll through and to find your interior finish or color that you need for your car. You can mask this seal off if you want and then paint it, or you can carefully take like a little pick or like a fine point tool and gently release some of these tabs on the push retainer. Take them off, remove the seal, and then do your prep and paint. And then to get those back on, you'll just take a pair of pliers and kind of squeeze those tabs back to the center, and then the appropriate width socket to just reinstall that push-on retainer back onto the stud to secure the rubber seal. But on a part like this, make sure you kind of paint the edges on the backside first. This is referred to as cutting in the part. Give that some time to set up, and then you can come back over here and paint the top side or the face of the lower dash trim. We're not going to run through the full process today of painting just because we painted so many parts on video. I'll leave a link below to a few videos that you can check out referring to painting ABS plastics, but you will need some SIM, sand-free adhesion promoter. I swear by that stuff. It works perfect with ABS plastic and really sets you up for a great finish once you're all set and done. So a couple other things I want to point out. We do provide the factory style screws with the correct underhead length. You're going to get 4. Although you'll only use 3, but you will notice whenever you go to install the center screw, it may seem a little bit short. It's not. You'll kind of have to push that portion of the lower dash trim up into the lower part of the dash frame. That way you can start to get a bite for this particular screw. And even in factory trim, this only grabbed a few threads. So don't think that it's too short. Don't think that it's not working. That is exactly the way Ford was doing it back in 1990. So depending on how the lower dash trim was situated in the package, you may notice that the rubber seal seems a little wonky. If that's the case, take you a hair dryer or a heat gun on low setting, carefully and gently warm the particular areas up that you need to kind of reshape or reform, and that will easily get the seal back in the path and the shape it's supposed to be in. All right, in the car we're going to be using today, 1990 GT, old two-tone. It's got a lot of 5.0 Resto goodies in it. We're going to continue that theme here with the 5.0 Resto lower dash trim. We will be removing the existing panel, so we'll show that, and then we'll quickly walk you through how easy this piece is to install. All right, so to remove an existing panel, you'll first want to remove the lower section of the steering column trim. Put pressure on the upper section while you loosen and remove the 2 Phillips head screws. Whenever the screws are removed, separate the lower section and set it aside. From underneath the lower dash trim, loosen and remove the 3 8mm screws. On either the left or the right-hand side of the panel, grab it from the top and bottom and pull straight out to dislodge the clips. Take the opportunity to clean up the surrounding area and address anything else that you feel like tackling while you're there. Position the new lower dash trim into place and seat the clips. If it's needed, roll the ends of the rubber seal into their proper position. Reposition the lower column trim and make sure the little tabs on both sides are properly engaged with the upper trim. Put pressure on the upper trim with your free hand while you tighten each screw. Doing this will keep the upper trim from pushing up while you install the screws. Install the provided lower screws by hand and then snug them down. Like I mentioned earlier, you'll notice that the middle screw may seem short. It's not. Just push up on that portion of the lower dash trim to get the thread started. These don't have to be tight. Just run them down until they make contact. After that, you're good to go. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Again, we are glad to be able to offer this. There are a lot of lower dash trims out there that are entirely too far gone or kind of just patched up just to get you by. So we finally had this one available. It's good to be able to add it to the 5.0 Resto catalog amongst all the other great parts that we already offer for the 1990 to 1993 Mustangs in particular, since that's what we're talking about today with these lower dash trims. We're going to sign off for the day. As always, if y'all find value in what we do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and until we catch you in the next one, for all things Fox Body Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiast, LMR.com.